All right. Let me change the scenes. Oh, we don't need the splits actually. Please hold. I will remove them from site. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me zoom in as well because you probably want to see the screen a little bit better. That should be fine. I think this is actually the layout that I like. Assigned them. Like, I mean, that I like designed the layout for. Does that make sense? I like tried my best to make everything be as close to this. Invalid runtime. The path points to a missing or inaccessible folder. Why would there be? Why would there be in the runtimes path to this Java? Actually, let me double check where I have a working Java runtime on this computer. Did I keep it at home? Did I just put it at home? Probably. Java. Yeah, this is here. What values do we have? 24? Do you have 24? You have 24. Awesome. Gotta double slash it. Okay. That should be good enough. It should shut the fuck up now. We should all be fine. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a month. I uploaded the VOD to YouTube way later than it actually happened, but it's been a month. I don't exactly fully remember everything that we were doing here. But that doesn't change the fact that we're going to continue. I made a... Thankfully, I wrote this. Thankfully, I wrote this. So let's actually start this. Home command, message, arg, set. Okay. Yeah, I was doing like some sort of like attempts at this. Let's start by trying to run the game. Oh, first things first, the game has updated, right? What's the current one? What's the current go-to right now? 121.10. Yes, right? Or did they update the game again recently? Minecraft.net. Dragon Ball Z DLC. I forgot that they added that, honestly. I forgot that that was a thing. Minecraft. I think that 10 is the current version. Let's assume that 10 is the current version because that's what the server has, and I have not updated it since we last played around with this. So yeah, 121.10. There was... Fabric had something. FabricMC.net had something about this. Develop a mod. Documentation. No. Yes. Automatically update mappings. There is a Gradle script for that. Lovely. Gradle. Oh, actually, you can just do Gradle. Migrate mappings. -- mappings. 1.21.10 plus build.2. Enter. It did something. I can tell you that much. What happened? Okay, this did not change. So I guess we can do... Fabric, mod version 001, of course, Loom, loader, okay. Okay, this is the website that I was on. So if I do 10 here, and I do 10 here, and I do build 2 here, loader 3, snapshot of loom 12, fabric API 0.138, 121.10. Awesome. Sure. I don't think I have to do much more than that. Actually, I also wanted to check what this dash means. You know what? Let me do it this way. Let me pop out chat here, because I'm looking a lot at. Or actually, no. Let me not pop out chat. Let me close the pop out and bring it back here, and I will just open this tab directly here, so we can look at it together. Fabric API version might not align perfectly. Let me do it like this even. Maybe that's gonna be a little better. Yeah. Double check. Upload auto map. Yeah. Recommended this 112. Yeah. Documentation. Player guides, developer guides. The depends part. This is what I'm the most interested in right now. Project structure. Maybe we'll have something. Fabric mod JSON. Depends. That yeah, exactly. Okay. And there is no particular dependency on the Minecraft version, I guess. Okay. All right. What happens if I just like do this? What happens if I just do this? Java 21, Fabric API 38, Fabric Loader 3. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So if I just like. Can I just build? Is that just gonna work? Okay. They did have a hint about this as well in the develop part. There was here actually. Miscellaneous maybe? Debugging mods? No. Yeah, that's a big thing. Mojang have recently announced that they're removing code obfuscation from Minecraft Java Edition, and the Fabric project followed up with its plan for handling this change. You may wish to migrate from Yarn to Mojang mappings, especially if you're planning on updating your mount past the months of Mayhem game drop. To do this, also switch to Yarn from another mapping set. Loom offers semi-automated migrate mappings. Yeah. This is also interesting, actually, because they did announce this. They did announce that they're going to remove the code obfuscation from the game, which is huge. Let's give it a quick read here. Mojang recently published a blog post announcing they'll be removing obfuscation. There'll be supplementary experimental releases. This is a major change that will affect the entire modding community. This blog post will attempt to give a rundown of how the Fabric toolchain will be affected. Obfuscation is a practice by which the names of classes, methods, fields, etc. and the code of the game are hidden by changing them to meaningless consequences of letters that change every version. So as an example, the class for creepers may have been changed from creeper to something like brk. True. This has been a practice used for practically the entire time Minecraft has existed, and has meant that people who want to mod the game needed to figure out what each part of the code did and use tools to apply readable names back into the code. In the Fabric world, we have had projects called Intermediary and Yarn. The Intermediary will take the obfuscated names and give them stale numbers. So Brook might become class 1548. Yarn would then apply readable names to those numbers. So class 1548 might become Creeper Entity. These yarn names were created and determined by our community by analyzing the code. If you've seen things in the code named with the intermediary numbers, those are things we didn't get around to naming in yarn. Since 2019, while the code of the game itself has still used the scrambled letters, Mojang has released their own official set of readable names, colloquially known as Moimap. Moimap. Okay, that's a funny name. Which are the names that they themselves use when developing the game. This set of names was different from yarn, and many developers embraced them, though some continued using yarn names out of preference. Fabric has supported the option to use either set of names. I think we should probably switch to the Moimap then, if that's a possibility, because I mean, if they are, I presume the goal is to, like, you know, not use yarn anymore, but rather to use whatever Mojang provides. Anyway, now the names in the actual code of the game will match those Mojang has been releasing since 2019. What's more, for the first time, mod developers will now be able to see official names for method parameters and local variables, which were previously missing from those names. However, as the Fabric toolchain has been built around the need to apply our own names, this means a lot of work will have to go into supporting this change. We have plans in place to update our toolchain, but there's a lot to do and this may take some time. Fabric API will not undergo major rewrites as a result of this, and all of your favorite APIs will stay on course. However, the naming of the APIs and their associated methods in Java doc will change to accurately reflect the more official Mojang names. The first stage of this will be to migrate Fabric API to use the official Mojang names in a non-API breaking way. This will happen fairly quickly, as it can be done with no impact to modders and players. When the new fully deobfuscated version is released, we will rename Fabric's on API functions to match those of the official names. Development of a new Loom version has begun. The initial goal is to provide a solution for mod developers to begin using the new experimental releases for testing. This will likely take the form of Loom 1.13. In the long run, we may look into making a totally new version of Loom that is more modular. Loom 2.0 may still provide a slim version that contains no support for remapping. This will likely take some time and is still in the design phase, so please be patient. Support for modding older game versions with the latest Loom is a very high priority and something that we should continue to provide as we have done previously. We also understand that not everyone wishes to use the new official names. We hope to provide a remapping solution for those advanced users who wish to use their own names. The future of yarn. That is actually so funny. That is actually a very funny thing, because this is Tux, that is the mascot of Linux, and this is Duke, which is the mascot of Java. Oh my god. Oh, that is so funny. Okay. Sure, Fabric. The Fabric community as a whole thanks all 261 yarn contributors for their 9 years, 2 months, and 70 days of identifier glory. Your contributions have been and continue to be greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, given the current circumstances, we can't see a way to justify maintaining yarn in its current state. That's what I expected. Yarn for existing Minecraft versions will continue to income contributions. If you are a mod developer using yarn mappings, you will likely need to migrate to Mojang's names. See the for mod developers section. For players, very little. This largely only affects developers. We aim to keep supporting all existing launchers, and good news, this also means that once this is all sorted, updates for some things like Fabric API will likely be quicker in the future, and crash logs might be slightly easier to read. Rejoice, absolutely. And as always, we ask all players to be patient and give mod developers time to update. We kindly ask everyone not to pester them. We also recommend all players make backups of their worlds before updating to any new version. For mod developers, all right, here we go. This is going to be a large change, especially for those that are using yarn. There's no expectation to update your mods right away. Excuse me. We just ate dinner, but you may wish to prepare. Nothing will change until after the Months of Mayhem 1.21.11 drop. 1.21.12, if they happen to release another hotfix, you know how it goes. We recommend that all new mods should be created using the official Mojang mappings. This will provide an easier upgrade path in the future, and that's why we're going to make sure we do that. If you have a mod using yarn, don't worry, Loom has existing automatic tooling that helps you to rename your code. We're actively looking at ways to improve this tooling and plan to provide some resources in the future to help you. Once you have upgraded, you will benefit from a much simpler and faster toolchain, improved logs, crash reports, and new debugging options. Exactly. I mean, it is honestly really good that they announced this right now as well. I still love this graphic. I think it's very fucking funny. it is good that they announced this right now because like everyone has time to react. That's really nice of them. That they didn't just drop it as 121.11 releases or something, you know. Okay. So how do we do this? Migrating to Mojang mappings. These instructions cover migration from Yarn to Mojang. You'll need a command to migrate your mappings to Mojang mappings. For example, Gradle, migrate mappings, net Minecraft mappings 121.10. Replace 121.10 with the version of Minecraft you are migrating from. This must be the same version of Minecraft you're currently running. Do not modify your Gradle properties or build Gradle yet. Fuck. Okay. Run the command in the root of your Gradle project through the terminal. Your migrate resources will appear in remote source. Verify that it produced viable code. It does. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I understand. I didn't realize that it would like do a remap this way. Whoops. Interesting. Okay. Copy the sources from the E02 original folder. If you're coming from Yarn, you can now replace your mappings in the build Gradle's dependencies section with the Mojang mappings. All right. Let's do that then. So I should essentially I think I should essentially toss this. Where is delete? To recycle bin. Thank you so much. We're gonna call this thing again, but this time we're gonna do what they said. And they said to do net.minecraft colon mappings colon 121.10. Okay, they have to yell at me that it is provided as is. This isn't a big mod. So copy, paste. Is it correct? Copy. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the old one. I'll just underscore it. Oh my god, why? What? Don't. Stop. Get some help. Come. Okay, it will be confused. They said that's gonna happen. Copy the sources. Original sources backed up just in case. If you're coming from Yarn. Now you replace your mapping to the build Gradle's dependencies section. Build Gradle. Yeah, okay. I think that just has to say Minecraft. No. Dependencies, mappings. Oh, I see. Official loom.official Mojang mappings. Gotcha. Yep, please do. We make a new folder here. New folder. Backup source. Paste. And as per usual, something's not exactly working. Okay. We're gonna get to the bottom of this in just a second. Yeah, this is just that the imports are wrong. Okay. Source main Java com lookepl. Okay. Oh no, she woke up. Okay. So it did manage to figure itself out and remap everything. Oh, this is the example, actually. I don't think it did a copy of this, but I also don't think I used this part. I will move this to backup source as well. Yep. And I will do, okay, this can go. And I will do git ignore. Do this. So now this is ignored. Okay, perfect. So let's see what changes happened. Deleted these. Yeah, that's true. Modify. Let's do the little diff. Let's see what it has to say for ourselves. Backup source. This is my change. Versions. Dependencies. I am personally a hater of no new line at the end of file, so I will add one. This is the stuff that got removed that we're not using. Net Minecraft. Okay, I see. Commands are stuck. Commands, yeah. Network chat component also got added in there. They replaced the type here. Component literal instead of text literal. I don't know if that's fine, but we'll see. We'll find out the hard way. And this is my updates. All right. Excuse me. Hello? 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 Typing? Anyone? Keyboard? Visual Studio? This works here. Oh! That's normal. Once again, giving me reasons to be joyful that Windows 11 is such a good system. Cannot remap load world because it does not exist in any of the targets. Okay. What do you mean? That's probably it. But this is, okay, this is the mixin. Can I see the class? Yeah. Probably init server is what we want. No, load level maybe. It might be load level. I have a strange hunch that they want the load level to be applied there. Run server. You can see throw var 67, for example. They are, you can kind of see, it's really cool to get like a little peek in here. Okay. I think it's called load level. I think that's what we're looking for here. All right. Build. Awesome. And I could just, I don't remember how I exactly tested this. I think I could have just started running this. Yep. Only the wrong version is present, 121.9. Right. Let me see this VS Code introduction here. There was like some mention about this. Okay, yeah. Creating your first mod. Will it be here? I don't remember exactly. Maybe it's just at the beginning. Basics, development environment. Creating the project, configuring the project. Oh, I probably need to rerun Gradle VS Code. That's probably the problem. Unless... No, there's no version mentioned here. I was hoping that there would be a version mentioned here, but it doesn't seem like that's the case, so... Let's run this. It's all important steps because I need to know how to test this. There you go. Once I change those properties, I gotta call Gradle VS Code so it updates everything and all the targets. Unless the game starts. Okay. So if I now launch the testing that I created a long time ago. Okay. Okay. There was like one more command there, right? Oh, No. Okay. Yep. So that works. Okay. Awesome. So that is an update. That's an update. That's awesome. That's great. I will do this as a commit. I will very quickly... No, that's lookbot. I went to lookbot by default. Been sitting on it a little bit recently. It's the commit minus a commit with a 1m, yeah, minus a. How do we call this? Update to 121.10 and Mojang and Moimap. Okay. Awesome. Let's just push it so we don't forget it, so we don't lose it. All right. All right. Fascinating and awesome. Let's keep on keeping on. What did we have to do here? Let's read through this plan of action that we had. The mod will be complete. Shall we complete the below functionalities in the mod source code as the needs of the mod shall then meet our needs on the server? I was definitely on something when I was writing this, probably on lack of sleep. GG infused, I would assume. Requirements. TP's player to home they provided. Supports multiple homes. Migrate homes from other mods. OP only, of course. What do we want? Commands. Home / name. TPC to a given name. Can be called with name which will TP player to home of given name. Can be called without name to TP player to default home. Set name. First home is set by default. Home default name changes the default. Del deletes an existing home. I'll just make it delete because that's the full name. Home list, lists available list. Yeah. Default name. Rename home, new name. Renames the home to new name. Home help. Okay. So let me. So I was giving this a little bit of a thought, and I think that first things first, what we need is a new file. The new file will be home catalog Java. Home catalog Java. All right. What would we want from it? I would definitely want a public void load. We definitely will eventually want public void save. We will eventually want public void add. We also want probably a class for home. Home Java. A home will be home will be yeah, that's actually a good question. What should I keep as part of home? The plan? Yeah. Because essentially this here will just be a map. I mean map. Java has fucking hash maps, I believe, for this. If my memory serves me right. Hang on for 1 second. Can I tell Firefox something here? Settings. Okay. The problem with coding in one language before coding in another language is that you will have major brain bleeds between the languages. Yeah, it was a hash map. Yeah. Okay. Presumably I can just newify it. Oh, this is a very C-sharpy thing I just wrote. I'm so sorry. Okay. I think what I would like to do first, actually, before we actually continue with this whole story here, I would like to figure out what would constitute our home. So I want to have this fetch player's position and return it. Now, I know that context here has a bunch of things. And I think one of the things we can get is source, which should be the thing that called the command. Facing. Okay. Get player or exception. Get player. Get position. That sounds fun. Okay, so if I do this, get position returns vec3. Vec3. Position. Okay. Vec3. What vec3? Cannot be resolved to a type. What vec3 are you returning, my dear? Let Minecraft world fizz. Okay. Let's do this. Brigadier command is not needed. You're so right. Pos is gonna be get position. So let's do this. Player pos. Can I just do formatted? Yes. I should be able to just do this. Percent s. To string. Just in case. I don't think that matters. But let's test this. Let's see what it returns. Actually, is there rotation as well, right? Context, get source, Get rotation. That's vec2 actually, as a matter of fact. So let's see what this returns. Should be able to just start it, right? Okay. F3 tells me that we are at 114 minus 114,961 minus 617,186 minus 114,96 blah blah 71 minus 617. Rot is not printed. Okay, very fucking funny. That rotation is not, does not have a two-string overload here. Yeah, it's just coming from object. Of course it does. %f. Let's do this. Rot x, rot y. That should be a little more like it. But that also means that I should probably just use these guys, right? Yeah. It's so funny, actually. You can see that the locale took over a little bit here, because this is printed by the default to string, and it has dots for delimiters for decimals, whereas this is printed by Java formatting, which uses my locale, which in Poland, if you don't know, we use commas to delimit decimals. Which is, I think, very funny, but it shouldn't really matter much for our use case. So okay, so step by step, execute home set command, public static int execute home add command. Well, home set is actually this, right? Home list command, maybe. Meow. Why? Why are we crying about this? Result of type int. Here. Okay. Does Java have a list? I think that had a list, right? Import Java util logging. No. Linked list. Array list. It was array list. Okay, so step by step. A home will be consisting of import Java util string. Actually, string is just Java lang, yeah. Java lang actually is imported by default. So name. We need the import net Minecraft server. No, what was it? Already forgot. World Fizz. There you go. Vec2. Vec3. There you go. Home. Does Java have structs? No. Of course not. Yeah. Okay. Home. Excuse me. So a collection. Let's return a collection then, because that will be a little easier to operate. Collection values, exactly. So now, whenever we call home this, we go, oh, first things first, because this is the main class of this, right? So like we will want to have the, is this all statics? No. Okay, this is actually an interesting question because this is all statics. This is all like not within the instance of this mod. How do I get inside here? Executes LPPP homes mods. Does executes have a version of doing this without? Without or like giving it an instance that it's supposed to execute or on, or because like if I remove the static, we're crying. All right. Let's go to our trusty source. Commands. Okay, this is all using mappings for... This is all using mappings from Yarn. It's nice that Brigadier is open source, I gotta say that. I should probably just do it this way then. Public static final home catalog home catalog. Trying to see cause this is, yeah, like I can get it from here, right? Like I could be able to just do home catalog list. That was a firework. Fascinating. Java util collection. This is also what I'm like kind of interested in. How about multi-line, you know? How about multi-line? Is this just working? Can I just write a multi-line message and that's just gonna work? Let's try it. Why the heck not? List command. Formatted, homes. Is there length, count, size? You have person D, homes. And I'm gonna do this and do %s, and then we're gonna do umal. Let's see if this will happen to be fine. I am silly. I did not that this is a viable command. This has to be still here. I can actually create those constants because we have a general idea what we want this to be. We want delete and we want default. And we also want rename and we also want help. So default, delete, list, rename, oh help, help. Those will come in handy. We'll reach a point where we'll use all of them. Copying this. List command builder. Commands literal. Home list command. Executes. LPPP. Homes mods. Execute home list command. Now, clunk, my keyboard goes wild. Okay, then subcommand builder, but where it should be set. But what is more interesting for me is that command builder should have an option to have multiple. First literal node of the command. Normally, to have a subcommand, you append the next literal node to the existing node. So command 1 have subcommand 1. Similar to your arguments, subcommand nodes can also be set optional. There was an example here, actually, by them. Literal, then argument. Should I just add command builder, then list command builder, or is it not gonna work like that? Let's see how it reacts. I'm very much of a strategy of just poke and see if it works. What's worst case that can happen is that it won't work and I'll get sad. So, not that big of the end of the world. Yeah, okay. And that works as well. Okay. So I can just do new lines as per usual to build this. Okay. If homes... well, we can actually turn home size here, which would be fun. If home size equals 0... else... we'll just send you have 0 homes. There's no need to do any formatting here. Response. You have person D homes. This. \n. Formatted. Stop. TED. There we go. I like formatted more. I think it's cool. Home size. For. How did you do a for each in Java again? My brain is empty and fried. Does Java have a for each even? It does. Yeah, okay. So it's like C style. C++ style, rather, I should say. For home age homes. Response plus equals. Space, space, dash space, percent s \n. Formatted again. And we're formatting with age name. There you go. Yep, and then we can send the response as this. Why? Or are strings final? Oh, fuck. I forgot that the strings are actually final in this. There were... Java, right, Java had the fucking string builder or something, right? That was, I think, the thing. Java util string joiner? No. Was it in lang? String builder, yeah. Okay, it's just in lang. Boom, boom, boom. Builder response. Response. Append. You have %d homes. My bad. I again C-sharped it. I C-sharped it and C++'d it. It's not what they want. To string. Why? What? Oh, new. My bad. Okay. That looks reasonable. Very simple. Oh, actually, I'm gonna be stupid. When there's no homes, I will just write you don't have a home. Sad face. Aren't I the funniest? All right. You don't have a home. That's really sad. But now we have to keep on testing. So Okay, in short, let me see. We don't need the echo. We won't use the echo. So what we want is that when I grab these, I'll actually move them here. From home catalog, we are going to need to add a new home string name. Home. Okay. We're gonna just simply do homes. How did you do that? And insert, was it, or something? Put? I think it's probably put. Looks like put is the thing. Name, home. So this is what we're gonna do. Of course, this has to be a try catched. That's very C#y. Exception E. Should I be able to just... I should be able to just do E, right? Actually, hang on. There's more to this, right? False, I think. Or does send failure... No, just component. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't even have the, like, callback. It's just this. Okay, got it. Literal failed to add new home. I can shrink it, actually, because you guys won't see anything. For now, I just want to do this so that it, stops. Fail to add a new home. Let me expand this a little bit. Fail to add a new home. That's gonna, yeah. Return 1. Oops. Hello, Norby. Welcome. How you doing? How was your day? So if we have, we just add, well, actually I can just do this because home will have name here. Do I need public home get? Probably string name. Return homes get name. Doing okay as well. I was a little sleepy earlier and I almost didn't go live, but then I figured that, like we almost didn't go live here, but I think at the end of the day, Michelle said that she also wants to, like, I don't know, go take a shower in the evening. So I was like, I'm not gonna sit on my own in front of the TV and just be bored, for like a longer amount of time. So I figured I might as well just go live as well. And do a coding stream after a month of promises of doing one, Yeah, it is a sleepy day. It's a very sleepy day. It's been a sunny day, but it is no longer, it is nighttime, of course, you can guess, and it's sleepy. It's been a sleepy day. So Here, let me see. It's not gonna be an echo message arg, I can tell you that much. It's going to be... Let's do this. Execute home set names commands. There will be a lot of similarities here. So I will want to group this probably into public static int home set command internal. Context string home name. Nice, but that's not what I wanted. Actually, do I have the stupid IntelliCode bullshit installed? I hope not. I don't. Okay. Home set command internal. I don't know why it tries to put rename in there. Maybe it's because it's not used. Public static final string home default name default. Okay, and here, I removed the piece of code that I needed, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. That's why we have git. Git diff echo. Oh, message. Message echo. There you go. That's what I wanted. Oh, oops. That's what I need. Thank you, Git. Thank you for being there. If you never use Git, please use Git. Git is good. Home name arg. Not message, but home name. Now, this will be also very simple because home catalog will here. We'll have to check if homes contains key home name. We have to throw new argument exception, I think it's called. Argument count exception. Invalid argument. No. Let's see. Let's go through the collection here. Does Java have like a exception? Illegal argument exception. That's what it was. There we go. There she is. String home %s already exists. Formatted. Home name. Quite a long name. Different languages have different versions of this. It's like always, I literally starting this stream today, I started to do so many C# isms in this thing, and then I completely started forgetting. I was like, why doesn't it work? What's wrong? It's because you don't have a list, you have an array list, for example, right? is because there is no IE numerable. There is a collection, you know, like it's just every language has the same things. It's just named differently. That's all there is to it, really. The biggest problem is that today, for a couple of hours, I did work on Lookbot before the stream, and then I went to make dinner, and then after dinner I came here, and I didn't close VS Code with Lookbot, so the first thing I saw on my screen was C#. So then when I switched to Java, my brain is still thinking in C#, you know? It's like you're trying to use different languages, then like quickly switch between languages, like actual spoken languages, you know? Python. Oh, yeah. So home h equals new home. I of course didn't make a constructor for this. Home names vec3 pos vec2 rot public presumably this name equals name, this pos equals pos, this rot equals rot. Everything is per usual. We have to do home name pos rot try home catalog add h. Actually, I can be even more dense about this because that's what programmers like in these languages, right? There you go. I did that. I can do also this and do h pos here. All right, because now I have to do the getters. Public string get name, return name, public vec3 get pos, return pos, public vec2 get rot, return rot. Get name, get pos, pos, yeah. I don't need the toString, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'll need it. Because I think the format will automatically call it toString if this is here. I think that's gonna work automatically. That was dry AF a little bit. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. It has been a little dry. Speaking of dry, actually this tea feels like so dry for some reason. I don't know if you get that, but when I drink some types of black tea, like my mouth just feels dry afterwards, which is very counterintuitive. We all have our worst weeks. It's on better weeks. It's fine. It happens. Actually, you know what? Let's do %2f. Let's just do our own formatting. I think if I do it like this, we will get a little better print because, yeah. So now, if I start, it could be, yeah, the strongness, little build failed. Hang on. Oh, right. Get name. That should be better. It is true that the teabag in here was for like wasn't there for like an hour and a half. It probably got a chance to be a pretty solid extract. All right, so home list. You don't have a home. Home set. I don't know if I wanted to do that. Home list. Hey, look at that. It exists. Home set. Illegal argument exception. Home default already exists. We gotta get rid of that Java lang illegal argument exception, because what's also funny is that this language does do that, where it does the message with the name of the exception, which is very cool. I like that. But C# doesn't do that. So I again C# something here. It shouldn't be E. It should be E get message. That should be enough, probably. Anyway, I also wanted to change whatever we are returning here. Yeah, called home set with no arguments. This was an experimental purchase, but it's a good purchase. It's a sparkling water with mint, and it doesn't taste like it. It just tastes like mint. There's like no sugar in it, which is awesome. I love that. I didn't want any sugar right now. I just wanted water, which has a little different taste than water, and I'm not complaining. Home list. You don't have a home. Home set. Added new home default. Maybe I should change the name default to main. I don't know. That's to be adjusted. Home set again. Home default already exists. Home list default. And if I move home set other home list. That's like it. That's how it works. Okay, awesome. Excuse me. I burped directly into the microphone. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, 80 degrees sensitive for less than 5 minutes any longer, or yeah, I feel you. And some honey to it, you know? Some honey to it, that's good. All right. We have a general idea how we want to go with this. I want to... We want to do this eventually. As per usual, logger error failed to load. OPPP homes failed to load. Actually, how does it message this? Because there should be a message from loading the Hello Fabric World thing. LPPP homes. Okay, yeah. Failed to... I'll have to probably do it a little different way. Come to think of it. I think that will... Because like I assume that everybody has their own catalog, right? And now the question is, how do I do this? Can I, for example, hook up to Minecraft server situation, kind of like, because this is fine, I would say. Because this adds commands, right? But I want to... First things first, what I want to do is when a player joins, I want to load their home from the config. My idea is that this catalog is like per player. So like one player has one instance of home catalog over here. Which already tells me that this is not gonna work that well. Is there like, if I go to context get source, do we have anything that would tell me? I'm gonna add like a timestamp here. I would like to start thinking of like adding timestamps to my videos. And adding markers really helps. So is player what I'm trying to see is I think we need one more layer here is what I'm trying to say. We did get player, right? Get source. No, context, get source, get position, get rotation. Get entity, get level. Okay. How do I do a situation, do an action as a player joins the server? That's gonna be the important part. Let me see here. Let's see some documentation. Maybe documentation will have something useful. Yeah, items, getting started, launching the game. Items. Commands. Suggestions. Minecraft has a powerful command suggestion system that's used in many places, such as the give command. That's a separate story. I don't want that right now. Events. Maybe events will be important. Provides a system that allows mods to react to actions or occurrences. Because this is also part of the requirements. We need I will add this here. Load homes when user joins. Save homes when user leaves or user sets a new home, just to have them all. Don't have enough time to watch the whole podcast and I use them. Yeah, I kind of got that impression that it's like something that's gonna be very handy, I know, but like I also forgot for Trackmania to do them. I need to like sweep through the VODs to find out good spots for them. And I wanted to do that at the beginning of the week, and we are now on Friday. It's fine. Their homes. Sets, deletes, renames, defaults. Now, I also would like to do this. Public home get default. I would like here to be private home. Default home. Can I just null? You can just null in Java. That's awesome. No, well, return. Now, public void set default string name. If homes contains key, doesn't contain key actually, name. We do again. The same story. Home Does not exist. Name. Default home equals homes get name. In video editors, I think that's like, I mean, what I'm using right now in DaVinci, when I'm using right now DaVinci and like I'm recording everything and such, there is something that's called an EDL file. EDL is like, I don't remember what it exactly means, honestly, but this is essentially a file of markers that are in the video. And I made myself a little bit of a handy dandy program. I can actually very quickly show you if you want to see the example. So here, for example, this is this txt file is what came out of OBS. This txt file is what came out of OBS. This is just a list of when in the recording and in the stream something happened. So when I change the scene, it's gonna log this in the time. If I have a split, which happens when I press the split button on my keyboard when playing Trackmania, it registers when that happens, etc, etc, etc. Now, this is not something that DaVinci knows how to read, but this is a very structured file. So what I did is I wrote a quick Python script to convert it. So you have, this is the output of the Python script. This is what DaVinci can read. So these are timestamps that are done based on the record time markers in this case. My script just reads all of this. You can also add the resolve color tags to it to like colorize different things in different ways. So for example, scene changes and such are blue for me because that's the default. Splits are green. MIDI hotkey, which is what I press on my MIDI controller, is yellow. And then, yeah, the script spits out this file, and I can just add this file to DaVinci, and then it's going to put it on the timeline for me, so I know where more important things happened. The only thing I want to do now to make timestamps in YouTube is to collect this whole thing into a third list, I guess. Which means, I guess it calls for a little addition to that script to add an option to spit out just a text file with the timestamps that I could just paste on YouTube. That would be very handy and very cool. And I should probably do that. Eventually. You know, it's all a matter of having time for it, unfortunately for me, but yeah. Anyway, back to modding. So yeah, default home will be useful. That also means that set command, set named. Yeah. So home catalog add. List collection home. If it equals 1, then we can set default. Actually, you know what? I don't know if this has to do that. I think the add could just handle that. What? Why are you what? Stop. I didn't tell you to do that. Why would you do that? Okay. Go away. As a matter of fact. Okay. If home's size equals 1. This is the skilled programmer can do. Thank you. This is it's very silly, but it takes me a very long amount of time to realize things that realize the fact that, oh, I can just make something that I need to use, you know? It's like, oh, I do this for a living. Oh, I am right, you know? This realization. This was exactly the thing, because I was sitting here thinking how to add OBS produced file to DaVinci, and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, and then I went, I can just probably solve this by writing a file in Python, and I did, and here we are. If this is the first file we add, file? What? Now I'm thinking about files for DaVinci. If this is the first home we add, set it as default. Yeah, we also need to public void delete string name. That will also come in handy in just a second. Default home equals home. There we go. All right, we'll do the deleting later. I still have to figure out loading and saving this, but I first want to get like the basic functionality working, and then we're gonna like play with the flare and moving use. Maybe this will be a third stream because it is already kind of late. I would like to do those basics right now, and once we do those basics, we can. Yeah, we will probably next stream do the whole saving to a configuration, loading from a configuration, and migrating on configurations thing. Skills open up so much possibilities in every single way, in every single category, I would say. It's like literally everything. Michelle has been doing a lot of art recently, and she's very, very cool about this. And she's very, very cool at making art. Well, but the problem is that this also takes time. It's not that me being skilled kind of just came from the heavens above out of nowhere and just blessed my body and soul. It's just, you know, I've been coding since like middle school. And that's the problem. That's the key. I've been coding since middle school, essentially. And the beginnings were horrible. I did not understand what is happening. Not to mention I was using I don't know if you ever heard of Delphi. The IDE, the development environment called Delphi. DELPHI. I think it was called Delphi. Let me double check. Now I'm not sure if my memory. Yeah. This. Just writing this down in chat for you guys, so you know what I'm talking about. This thing was very. I wouldn't say it was obscure because it bases on Pascal, right? I wouldn't say it's like obscure, but it is definitely very, very weird. And for a person that like tries to also learn, like, you know, like for a teenager, I would say that tries to learn programming, it's very confusing. I would say. I gotta say that like. If I have to like pinpoint moments where I had like a bunch of revelations when it comes to programming, it was definitely moments where I switched to using a different tool and started noticing the similarities between those tools. So for example, when I was first coding in Delphi, I had no idea what was happening. But then eventually I switched from Delphi to C++, and that made me first of all, C++'s syntax compared to Delphi is night and day, right? Like day and night, whatever. Like C++ better, C++ superiority, whatever. So like it's just been one other, which I don't remember. Yeah, IDE. IDE. Right, we call it IDE. But yeah, Pascal was something, that's for sure. And then does Delphi still exist? It didn't say it's like. abandoned. It's not. Still exists. Last update was from 10th September 2025. I'm actually surprised this exists. That's so funny. Anyway. Yeah, whenever I like change the tools in some way, that helped me unlock a whole another layer of things, you know, of knowledge. Because you start to see the similarities, but the things are done in a slightly different way still, but maybe that different way clicks in with your brain more, if that makes sense. C++ was a big opener for me because I definitely had a bunch of things that were done way differently than in Pascal, and it was in a way more understandable to me form, if that makes sense. But then proper object-oriented programming never really came through until much later parts in my life, I would say. C# had a big eye-opener with what I'm working on right now in Lookbot. Helped me understand a few things that I'm actually doing. What else? When it comes to like low-level graphics stuff, I started with Vulkan. Well, I was doing a lot of OpenGL beforehand, but then I switched to Vulkan and I learned a bunch of new things. But then Vulkan and its new approach to graphics was like a totally different world as well. So I wasn't necessarily exactly 100% certain that everything should be done this way. But then recently I was working a lot on D3D12 and that cleared up a bunch of things as well. Experience. It's just called experience. You just learn more tools. Those tools do things in little different ways, and those little different ways help your mind to like adjust the knowledge, you know, and thus you expand your skill set. That's how it works. Do not be afraid to dive into something else. If you feel like it's too hard, it's not. Just try it. Just try. I started learning coding by Delphi and OpenGL. That was how I started. That was not the best way to start, but it definitely was a door that opened eventually in my brain. So if you feel like you want to try something else, something different, something new, I can give you a bunch of resources on how to start drawing things in OpenGL, for example, and C++. Anyway. Commas that I forgot about. Default name, I'll just call it main, because I think main is a good name, the good default name for a home. Okay, so we have the set. Let's do a quick lesson on how to do delete. Public static and execute home delete command context command. You know what? Let me just do the hard work of making these for every single command that we have. So we have just /home executed home command. Public, we will need to copy this. Execute home named command. String, no. This will need its own. Okay, let's move this. Home set command internal. Clear this. Home command internal. Turn. Best in C#. That's fair. I feel the best in C++ personally, and I have many moments where I curse at C# and the way it is constructed, but you know, changing up the language is also part of the process, I would say. Sometimes you can change the toolset a little bit and maybe that will teach you something new. That's what I'm trying to say. I learn everything for all time and then hop to something new, probably is what you mean. I was kind of in the similar place, I would say. Home command internal context. I'll just leave an empty string here. And then here we will do the same thing here. What happens here? Actually, I don't like this organization. I changed my mind. Like this. Let's just do a little bit of spacing here because I like it. Yeah, there you go. There's a... Yeah. There is a large... I don't know how to say it. I guess there is an upside in every single approach. Home named, set command, no, home command internal. So hang on 1 second, please. Commands argument executes set named arg builder. Let's do it like this. Executes home set command. Then like this. Probably that's what they want. Nope. Then commands argument home name arg string argument type string executes lppp homes mod execute home set named command. Okay, that way I don't have to do this, and that way we can do set. Okay, let me just expand this list as I want it to be. List, what commands do we have? Once again, default, delete, help, list, rename set. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Default, execute diff home. Oh, I don't. Right, I need to create those. Right. Everything's fine. This is just the base home command. Here, let me reorganize this a little bit. Let me move these here. So delete, default, delete, default, delete, list, default, delete, oh, help, right, help is important. Yeah, help, list. I do want to migrate these up, actually. I changed my mind. command internal, and then I will have this collection here. Home named, set named. Well, actually, home and home named. Whoa, forgot about the line. These should be on the very top because these are, yeah. Let me do a little command callbacks. Overrides. Do. There you go. That's a nice organization. Command callbacks, home named, home default, home delete, home help, home list, home set. Oh, rename is what I wanted to do also as well, right? Yeah. Set R is gonna be here, rename. Okay. Now here, default, we'll delete. Home delete, default delete, H help list, rename, is there a smarter way to do this? Probably. But this is the way I choose to do it, so. Okay, once again, default, delete, help, list, rename, set. Awesome. Set will have this argument. Rename needs 2 arguments, so I will also add this. Like this. Rename needs both, so it will have dot executes here. Then commands argument home name home old name arg. String argument type string. Then commands argument home new name arg string argument. I'm guessing, by the way, right now. I think that's how it's supposed to be done. But executes ppp homes mod execute home rename mod. I think it's the way I understand. Nope, this shouldn't be here. Okay. Home list command, then commands argument, then commands argument executes home rename. Old new. Yes. Okay. We're gonna test that in just a second. List doesn't need anything. It's very simple. Help is very simple. Default needs the name, so it will be dot then. Commands argument home name arg string argument type string, not to string but just string. What? String argument type string. Oh, there's 2 dots here. It's confused. Okay. Executes lppp homes mod. Execute home default command. I also noticed one oops. These are not renamed. Default. I'll be very confused. Delete. Help. List stays. Rename. Can I do this a little better, maybe? Okay. This needs an argument. Actually, home delete will also be like a 2-stage. Because name is required unless there is one home on the list. That will be, I think, good. So there will be home set command. There will be public static int home delete command internal, which will have this. Turn 0. This will be here. There's a lot of boilerplate code here, but I like done kind of just, you know, just copy paste, and it's not supposed to be a big project. Deleted home name. There we go. Can actually just add this as well. Okay. Default delete help. We'll have to write a help message eventually. I'll add a to do, and I'll eventually come back to it. This is just like a last step, you know? There's like... crying emoji. Crying emote. Rather. There you go. The name. Okay. So let me see. Delete executes this, just like set, right? Literal executes this. Then I open a new parentheses. Command argument. Home name arg. String argument type string. Executes. Wait, what? Why? Commands. My bad. Executes. LPPP homes mod. Execute home delete named command. Execute home delete command. Home delete named command here. So let me see. Does that make sense? List and help don't have any arguments. Fair enough. Default requires an argument, so it will be here, and then it will execute. I want to like set like a couple of like messages here so that I can see that something goes through, you know. I set home as default. Oh, I need to pull it out. String home name equals string argument type get string context home name arg home name. This of course does not do anything right now at this point. Oh, again, breaking old habits. Actually, this should be return home delete command internal. Empty. Return home delete command internal. Context home name. I will need to borrow this guy. Delete command internal with this. Delete command internal with empty. Help will print this. Delete command internal. Right now it does nothing. Failed to delete home. Deleted home. Okay. Home help command. Home list command. Home rename command needs to be. Oops, excuse me. Needs to be. We need to fetch string old name. Actually, do I have it here? Yeah, just can do it like this. Old home, new home. Home old name no, home new name. This is a new name. Home old name arg. I will also need to have a rename here. Public void rename string old name string new name. Contains key name. Throw new. There you go. That's gonna be also useful. Okay. We'll need these two to here. Doesn't contain old name. Home does not exist. Old name. If contains key. New name. View name. New name. Home. New home name %s. Already taken. New name. There has to also be something so that I can like put it to do here. To do limit home count per player. That's important. Home collection will probably need like a little integer here to keep that limit. And then we should make it configurable as well, but that's also going to be probably a separate stream because I want to first get to a point where I can just save this all in the file and have it working. Have to move a bit. Sure thing. Enjoy your stretch. I am about to. I'll put these here just so we know that it needs to be done something here. Delete. I still don't know if this is a good strat, but it's okay. We'll figure it out later. I think actually, all things considered, I think there should be a private bool default here. Oh, boolean first of all, and second of all is default, because default is a keyword. Public boolean is default. Oh, am I colliding the names now? Oh my god. The worst problem. Learning how to do names is default. No. I already tried that. I don't want to do get as default. I hate that. I hate doing get as default. And if I can just do default because that's a keyword, yeah. I'll just do def. Whatever. Okay. Home rename, back to it. I'm like jumping all over the place. Let's finish these. Let's pretend that we're organized here. It's happening live on stream. Renamed home %s to %s. Formatted. Old name. New name. Old home name, new home. Fuck you. There we go. Delete. Set home as default. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool beans. Let's try running this and see if what I thought of actually works. Okay. You don't have a home. I wonder if I can add like conditionally how commands behave. Suggestions or something. There's their delete. Deleted home whatever. Test. Deleted home test. That works. Help. There's no help message. List. You don't have a home. Rename. Incomplete. Incomplete. Old new. Renamed home old to new. Awesome. Set. Home list. Yeah. We didn't even do deleting yet. Okay. Awesome. So that works. Good. All right, we have the basic command structure down here with a little bit of jumping around, but it happens. I think at this point in time, what I also want to do is required argument builder. Let me see what the required argument builder does, because maybe that's something I should set. Come Mojang Brigadier, builder, required argument builder. Is there like a wiki actually? There's not. Is there not? Read me. No. Get all usage. That sounds awesome. That's gonna come in handy when we do a help message. Okay. What we're gonna do now, whatever. I don't care. We don't need this, I assume. I think it was needed. Now it's not needed. Whatever. Yeah, because I did the required argument builder actually as a... I think a required argument builder is returned by this. Yeah. But like I fused it into these, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be imported. Okay, fair. Okay, what I want to do now is to actually do this properly. We have a home catalog, but that's just a catalog that's like shared between players. I assume if I started... actually, let's see if I can test this, because I want to test this on the server environment. That's going to be a big step. Let's test this. Let's see. Let me start this up. And independently, I'm going to start my totally separate instance of the Minecraft from the Prism launcher. So like if I start this world, open to LAN, yep, survival, yeah, 55039, sure, yeah. Okay, now this is a 1.21. Actually it doesn't match. I need to upgrade it. I forgot to upgrade it. It's fine. Change version to 10. Fabric loader to 3. Ulvolijul. Oh, there's a new version of it. Okay, cool. I don't even need that. Actually, let me just test if it... This is gonna be also a good tester if it works with vanilla. Let me... I don't think we need fabric loader. Yeah, so let me quickly update this. Why is there a wavy? Minecraft possibly has issues. Oh, because I changed that. Okay, there you go. Clicky. So if I now start a different instance of this, there you go. Look at that. Who's that? Huh? Who's that? But what I'm trying to see is if I do... Oh, okay, yeah. Home set test and switch to here. Hi me. That feels weird. Home list. Yeah, exactly. Two different players have the same shared collection of homes. If I do home set this and switch over to this copy of Minecraft, this is very confusing, I know. Yeah, there you go. Disconnect. We checked what I wanted to check. Now I have now a way of testing this, which is really good because we can just... Mitosis, exactly. I forgot I have my mitosis. Mitosis? I don't know how to read this. I'm not an English speaker. What I'm trying to say is home catalog being here is not the answer we need. What the answer we need is like home collection. And this will have another dictionary. Or hash map. I use the words from fucking C# again. Hash map. Home collection. We will have private... Actually, I don't know why the new line was added here. I hate that styling, so yeah. This hash map home collection player homes. And now all I want from this is public void load new collection string player name public void remove collect. Do I want to remove it? I guess remove collection. I guess the way I'm gonna do this is that if a collection doesn't exist, we assume there is no homes. The person has no homes. Person has no homes, yeah. But if there is a collection, then we can just access it. So there's not gonna be a collection without a home in it, essentially. Remove collection. I don't know if I can treat player name as unique. I think I want to actually use something else. So let me see here. First of all, home collection, new home collection. Now, I'll do it like this. Oh, because I'm silly. Yeah, get collection should return a home collection. I think this is not gonna be a player name though. I said player name, but I think I want something else. So what can I get? First things first. Context, get source. Is player. I'm gonna ensure that we have a player here. I don't know why would anything else, any other entity call a command like that, but we'll test. We'll do this. Get source, get player. What is in here? Oh, there's a bunch of things here. Look at that. Is there like an unique ID, like a UUID or something? One game. Sure. One game. Everybody one game. Everybody winner. I'm not gonna keep saying that quote because of the times we're in. Maybe in 3 years. My brain, all things considered, my brain is kind of fried. Kind of a lot, I would even say. Okay. Can I get like a get entity? Maybe will tell me. Maybe there will be like a unique ID or something. Jesus Christ, there's so many things. I mean, it's a video game. I don't know what I expect, but get ID. Is this any? Okay, this is not like a Java thing, right? No, display name.
You don't make up for your sins in the church.
Hmm.
The streets.
Oh, there you go.
The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Can I do this? Context, get source, send chat message. Oh, send chat message. That's going to be more useful. I'm like system, whatever. %s formatted. Fuck off. I like formatted more. I think this is what we want to use. What are you returning? UUID. Where is this? Case sensitive, please. Java util. Okay, that's nice. That's good. I'm glad we're using import Java util. Oid. Awesome. All right, this is. I think get collection will accept UUIDs if that's actually not changing. If I call it like multiple times. If this works the way I think it works, you know, kind of deal. What does this have here still? I'm gonna just set it to null because that's what I am. This is a little bit of an experimental. Chat type bound. What is chat type bound? The record. Oh, it's like a decorations, I guess. I guess that doesn't matter. I guess we can just leave it blue. Blue. I guess send system message actually would make more sense here. Send system message. There we go. That's a little more like it. And that's more what we know. Component literal. I'm missing a... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Really? For type home collection? Oh, it's because I'm silly. Home catalog. That's what we know. And it should be home catalog. I don't know why I changed that. There we go. This is gonna throw an NPE, but like, I mean, I can just kind of comment it out. So, boom. It's 10 p.m. For some reason, time flies way faster than if playing Trackmania. The reasons are unknown. Let's do this. I don't have an array list here, but there you go. To move these like this. I'm not even using this tab, so I'll just stay at this. I want public void load because it will be useful here. Something like that, yeah. I mean, both have their own ups and downs, I guess. Home collection load. Is there any other mistakes that I should fix? Dear programming world, fix Oh my god. No, not fixed. Okay. Okay. So home set command, internal. So if I just do home set, it should tell me. Let's test this. There is a UUID. It's the same. It's the same all the time. However, if I try to start a new instance, and I will do this off screen because I don't know how scary it is to show your UUID to the world. Actually, we're gonna just do a little testy here. You'll have to just take my word for it. Okay. Oh, actually, UUID is right here in the logs, so I don't know why I'm even hiding it. I don't think it matters really. I think you can just look it up anyway if you know my login. So like, one day it was like a 1 hour. Yeah. Home set. And it's the same. Okay. So that's what we need to do, because there could be a possibility that there will be a different player, maybe with a different account or something, or maybe the name will change, but the UUID stays the same. And that's what we need. So this is gonna be our key here, and this is gonna be the way we're gonna access this. So get collection, source UUID. Home collection has to eat. Load new collection, UUID. Import Java util UUID. Awesome. So this is gonna be a UUID as well. Awesome. Load will load from the thing. Load new collection. I don't think I need that actually. Do I? No. I think the mod will just have them loaded. But I do want to add a new collection. Let's just shorten this. I will add something else. Public boolean exists. UUID player UUID. This will be important. Return player homes contains key player UUID. Okay. Okay, I will definitely need to secure these as well. I have not still figured out how to TP, but I want to first get this part architecturally done. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me return ones here and twos here as well. Okay. Set should be like this. If home collection exists, if not exists actually, source UUID, we should do home collection add player UUID. Well, source, I mean this should be player. just to keep consistency here, you know, consistency in naming. Organize your code, etc., etc. So if collection exists, we added the player to the collection. Collection get to do save has to be here. Also added here. Default. Yeah. Okay. So. Let's do a little try catch as usual. There is plenty of code to be written. Well, first things first again. Regarding failed to set home %s as default. Home name. Okay, try home catalog, home command. Home collection. Get. Oh, we need to get the UUID as well. This one. Get player UID. Set default this. Awesome. Home delete internal, send help. Not done yet, that will remain this way. Homes. Okay, now we can do this properly. Home. Okay. This will have to be in a big try catch because we'll return 0 homes here, and we're going to send failure. Fail to list homes. Now the little trick that's happening here is that I started to love using exceptions in code that's like a little less performance heavy. And I know low-level programmer discovers objective-oriented programming perks .mp4, but homes, like if I do here home collection get, if I like fetch the UID as well, and I do player UID and I do list, and the rest still stays the same, this now can fail because the player maybe won't have any homes, but then actually this is also the only place where this can fail. Yeah, so actually let's do it differently. I don't think we need to make it fail. Just kidding. No exceptions needed. If an exception flies out, then we're sad, but I don't think it should. Home collection get player UID list. Here, if home collection exists, player UID doesn't exist, then we're going to send you don't have a home. Homes, our collection gonna be gotten if we have homes equal to 0. List. Okay. How do I want to mark this as default? All that this here, to do. Actually, this shouldn't be. This should be system messages now that I think about it, or chat messages, so that we can put like decorators on them. But convert to send chat message, add decorators for default homes. That's gonna be good. Okay, continuing on. Here we want to do, as per usual, exception E. We fail here, we do this. Here we want to make sure that there is a this is a player. And we want to do UUID. And we want to do home collection. Get player UUID. This is what? Rename? Rename. Old name. Old home name. New home name. Failed to add a new home. No. Failed to rename home. %s to %s. Renaming from old home name to new home name. There we go. Home set named. Those will handle themselves inside. Okay. So I think this is the whole front-end side of things, minus the help message, of course. So now what should happen is... Actually, I do have to tackle the delete and the set here, because... later. We're gonna actually, like, tackle the bits of it not exist, stuff not existing later on. Like the player UID. This is actually handled here, so that's fine. Save. Okay. So now, I think in the way that this is done... Oh, we have to continue this. Okay, player homes. Again, if player homes contains key player UID, throw new invalid... illegal. Java says it's illegal to have arguments here. Player does not have any homes. That's how we can say that. No, if contains actually player already exists. This in collection. This should not happen. Please fix. This is scary. Probably. You can tell it's getting later. Player homes. Put player UUID. New home catalog. If not player homes contains key player UID. Throw new illegal argument exception. Does not exist in collection, in home collection. Player homes. Remove player UID. Okay, awesome. Get. Again, if it doesn't exist, we're gonna throw the exception. Player doesn't exist in home collection. Return is perfect. Actually, you know what? Let's do it a little prettier. Let's just reuse this because we have the function. Minimize and reuse as per usual. Okay. So now, do we want to just like go with the punches? Let's actually see if this works. Because this should now be hooked up to like everything else on its own. So... add a new home main. Home list. Awesome. I'm gonna start the other instance. Oh, open to LAN. Start LAN world. Whoop. Oh, it's right here. Multiplayer. Cool. Home set. Home list. Awesome. 121. And if I do home set test. Home list. Yeah. And if I go back here. Home list. There's only one. And the codes are different. 121.92. 121.88. Yep. Okay. Awesome. You love to see it. You really love to see it. Okay. So that's when it comes to separating it per player. That's all done. Now, let's actually very quickly tackle this. I don't want to send this as one message. I want to send this as multiple messages. Let's make it pretty just to wrap up the stream. We're almost there at the end. I still have to do deleting here. Actually, yeah, let's just wrap up this as well. Let's just finalize whatever we have to do here. And then add the decorators. And then call it a stream. So, functionality-wise, limit home count per player. Limit home count per player. Yes, that's gonna be necessary. That's gonna be the last part, actually, the later part. If this is the first home we add, set it as default. True. I have not added the teleportation functionality yet, of course, but we're gonna do that later. I first want this catalog to be done. So, if it doesn't contain the key of this, not old name, but just name. Okay, this is also one thing. If name equals empty, and then we have a little special path. If home's size is more than 1, we are going to do a throw as well. Must provide home name to delete. But if the size actually, we can just probably do if home size equal to 0, can throw the illegal argument exception and say no homes in available. You don't have a home to delete. If it's more than 1 here that we're showing this, but here it's gonna be actually equal to 1. So with an empty name, I can just do homes remove. Oh, remove what? Exactly. Remove what? Values. Do I have like an option to see where it is? There's a for each here, actually. I could actually probably just do homes clear, if I have to be honest with you. And then if name has something else, we'll do this. home size is 0. We need to also set the default home to null, just so there's no default home. This is the first home we had, set it as default. Renaming. We know that the old name exists and that the new name doesn't exist, so we're going to do home equals get old name. That's gonna keep the reference. Home rename new name here. I need to add that to this guy as well. Okay. Very quick. Home. Home. Oh, I know. Homes remove old name. Homes put new name. Home. Yeah. Getting a home. Is done. Setting the new default is done. Getting the default is done. Okay, that's collection wise, that's fine. Limit home time count per player. We're gonna do that later. This will come with this configuration. I'll have to take a quick look behind the scenes how Java goes through, like how can you just do like JSON files loading and not loading, or maybe Minecraft mods have like a very specific path for that, because I do know that Minecraft mods do keep their configuration in a very specific place, and that should be followed, obviously. So I would like to, I think, do a little bit of a background look into that, but I probably will forget before next stream, and then we'll have to look at that during the next stream. Is that it for today? Almost. I wanted to do this still, but okay, for now let's do a very quick, okay, let's do this as well. Let's do the decorator here part just to have it done. So instead of appending to the response and doing it in one string, send success. Okay. I want to do this in this way. Context, connect. Yeah. Context, get source, send chat message. Outgoing chat message, create. Player chat message. What does this mean? I had a low talk, so I was a bit AFK. Sure thing. We'll come back. What is unsigned? I'm not sure I understand fully how they want this to happen. Okay. Let me take a quick look here, because I think that the answer to my problems will probably be somewhere hidden here. Networking, text and translations. Translatable, translatable. There we go. I did it. I got there in the end. Serializing text. There you go. That's gonna be useful. JSON. Formatting text. Oh. Text literal. For me it is so So maybe all I need to do is send system message component literal test message. Here, let me leave this here. String builder response equals new string builder. Let me leave this in the classic way, and we're gonna play around with this test message here. So test message, literal test message. What did they say? Formatted. Mutable component. With style. Ah. Awesome. Can I just add them here? Is it like a... Yeah, there's the... Okay, chat formatting. So if I want to send it as aqua, chat formatting, italic, let's say. How does that going to work? Let's give it a try. Build failed. That's not what I like to see. That's just because I put a semicolon here when it doesn't need to be here. Why? Log checked message player. Yeah, I don't know where you got that from, but oh, it probably was trying to like import a bunch of bullshit when I was typing. Plugins for like automatically importing stuff are like useful, but then until they aren't. Let's do a little bit of a question of what do we want it to look like visually. Home list. Oh. It was not sent. Where did I do this? Oh, it's because I am silly. Because I need to have a home for this. Okay. Okay. It colorized it. It added a color for it and it made it italic. So now my question, I guess, is how do we want to differentiate between them? So... I will do myself a little helper here. Public static void send message. Or just message. Is there a way to change font size? No, I think it's synchronized with although no. No, you can make it bold, but like from on this list, it seems like that's not possible. Static void message, string message, well, context first things first, command context, command, the source stack, context, string message, call, for, where the fuck was it? I like this song, this track. Freefall. Net Minecraft chat formatting. Oh, it's even important already. That's so cool, actually. That's very hot. Chat formatting. Formattings. Okay. And this will do context, get source, send system message, component literal, message. With style formatting. In the meantime, I will also add myself this little helper without formatting. We'll do a little overloading thing, and it will just be a little wrapper to do this. So instead of all this, now we can do message, context, text message, chat formatting. And that's... Oh, I placed it that. Oops. And that's a little nicer to read. I'll just call it send message because it feels a little weird. It's short. No, it's fine. Those are supposed to be helpers, so send message. Okay, so if you do send message here, context, we don't need formatting for this, but send message, context. Actually, we don't need a new line even. That will ruin everything. Formatting. Let's do it gray. Actually, let's just do it gray. I don't know how I want this to look like is the big problem right now. The send success have to be... I can just probably do this. Send message, context. Just use this. Oops. Okay. All right. So now let me test this. Is there a way? Yeah. Off topic. When always made by ASCII creations by programmers and artists. True. It's actually a very. How do I say this? Oh my gift sub has expired in one channel, and that's actually. No, I don't want to. Oh, actually. I didn't know that you can just start multiple. Secret, yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, I did once a project where I, like, it was a Tetris in console kind of deal. I wanted to just do a Tetris in console. And that was one of the eye-openers of how, like, console terminals work, actually, because you needed to, like, get in there. And Windows especially, this was just, like, a Windows-only project, but Windows lets you just set whatever character in the terminal wherever you want to, you know. And that's, like, very handy because you can just also modify whatever you see on the command buffer. There's, like, a bunch of the command buffer, terminal buffer. There's, like, a bunch of different things people do, which are kind of wild. You don't have a home. Home set. Do we like it grayed out like this? If it's in this very specific formatting. Yeah, in most cases, that's what you need. You just make new lines and that's all there is to it. But Windows does have a very... Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have cheats open, that's why. Game rule. Time of day. Oh, fuck, what was it? And you say no. Time. Oh my god. Oh, do daylight cycle false. There you go. I found it. Question to the server users. So you, Norby, probably, and Michakes as well. Do you like this, the way this looks when the list of those is like grayed out? Buddy. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die on a dev server. Shit. Here, let me start over. Oh, well. Okay. He showed me. Is he still aggro at me? Oh no, that was the creeper. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, because I want to do it so that the default one is like bolded. So what I'm thinking, if I do it, well, first of all, I want to print the default on top. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We can decide that. But if H is default. If H is default. Actually, let's do it this way. String message. Well, not message, but like let's do it like this. If is default. I'm not sure how the one recording is displays them, to be honest. Me either, honestly. If I do it like this. Oops. Oh, you know what? I know why it doesn't work. Hang on. It doesn't work because I never did this. All right. Here, let's do it like this. So now, whenever this is happening, default home. We have to do it like this. Well, no, if home size is 1, home set default true. But then if we change the default here, this can probably done smarter, but I don't care. Okay. This is pink and orange. Thank you for checking. I genuinely had no idea. Okay, so let's see how this works now. Okay, home set, home list. Oh, it's bolded as fuck, bro. Home default AA. Home list. You wanted bad, you got, but I did bolded, I did want bold and I got bold. I do want the default one to like stand out a little bit, you know. I just don't know if maybe doing it this way is a good option. Maybe just italic. Maybe just making it italic would make more sense. Options we have, in case you're wondering, is we have a bold, strike through, underline, italic, and obfuscated. Obfuscated is the one that it does the like the fucking corruption thing on the text. This is the professional name. Is the okay? Nothing. Home set. Home set. Home set. BB. Home set list. Oh, home list. There you go. So now the default one main is bolded, I mean italicized, and I feel like that's not enough on the other end. I don't know. What do we think? I think I'm just gonna leave it as this. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. We'll probably have a better idea how to do this later. So yeah, there will be just italic, and that's fun. That's fine. Last thing last. Oh, this was never done. Yeah. Name equals nothing. Home name equals home. Oh, first of all, the UUID. Do I have it still here? This one. If this exists, home version get player UUID, get default, get name. There you go. Oh, I can't do that because it's final. Oh my god, what? Based on its usage, requires to be final, effectively final. Okay. Here we'll have to do the thing to TP the player. So I'll do to do actually TP the player. And that's something we're gonna do next time because it is late and I overstayed my welcome. It's almost 11. I thought it was 11. I thought it was 10:30. It was 11. Actually, it is actually 11. Okay. All right. Awesome. We'll think tomorrow's Saturday, I guess. I'm really sorry. Our sleeping schedule is slowly falling apart, partially because of the fucking time change that ruined it. I literally just only today managed to get a reasonable amount of sleep, but it was also poor quality sleep, so whatever. Home delete also needs this. There's also a question, and I will leave it here for the next stream. There we go. Cool. It's good to leave breadcrumbs to yourself. Okay. I think for now that's it. I don't imagine doing much more. I will just leave it as it used to be, because delete is handling this internally. We are going to dive into this next time. Supports multiple homes is done, I would say. So I will do a little plus here. I will do a little plus here that we did this. I will, oops. Okay, whatever that was. A little plus here, a little plus here, a little plus here. This still has to be done. Delete. I'm gonna leave it a plus, even though I left it to do in there. Now the last thing that we need to do is do this and fill in the other requirements, but we're gonna do that next time, because for today I think we have to wrap it up, and that's gonna be it. Yes, it's time to end the stream and go to sleep.